Like, I got sleep too, but I just, yawning out of nowhere. Alright. Hey, everybody. Rebellion here, and welcome back to Xenogears. Let's get back and see where we left off at. Remember correctly, we rescued that one girl. We saw a flashback that confused me more than anything else. And from there, I don't know. Right, we were in this city again. And we found out that this lady sells a lot of good items, but I just can't afford them. Xenoparasites! A year, man. 12 months. That's awesome. Thanks so much, dude. Like this. I want it so much, but I just can't afford it. Got your 1,000,000 points? Congrats, dude. I can't bring myself to actually farm the event that hard, but for all I know, I probably just should. Just bite the bullet and do it. Alright. Now, to be honest, I forgot where the story wanted me to go now. Get out of the city now, or no? Okay, that's just only a way down. Gotcha. Strategy meeting. Oh, it ain't here. Let's see, the house near the shop. Alright, here's the shop. Oh. Art. Young master. What happened to you?
People of Nissan were most generous to allow us to rent this house. So there will be no need to seek lodgings at the inn for a while. Also, Master Sigurd wishes a word with you regarding your next move, if you may.
Alright. So where is Sieg?
The good Master Sigurd is waiting for you inside.
Okay. Thanks, Madison. Or Mason. I can't think. Listen, Yubi's going under my blankets. Yubi is zooming. I should probably just give you a different voice, but whenever I come here, it always calms my heart. Anyway, young master, I want to work out what our plan from here on are. Alright. But before we do that, there's something I want to ask you. Me? Yeah. Sig. What's up with you and that Gilbert officer? What's the connection between you and him? You know, you sure know a lot about Gebler for some reason.
Thanks, dude!
Eradicate, thanks for the sub, my dude. Alright, don't tell you. Me and sitting here, we used to live in Solaris. Solaris? You mean where Gebler's from? That's right. Solaris calls foreigners lambs. They're used as manual labor. Basically, it's slavery. That's a fucking jump. Slavery. Is that where you met him?
Yes, it was there.
We worked for the Solaris government for a short while. But we learned to dislike their methods and escaped the first chance we had. You were friends with these people. I met you when I was a kid, and we've been together ever since then. This would have had to have happened even before then. I probably wouldn't have understood this if I had heard it earlier, but why do you think I could deal with it now? Surely you could have told me about this. Especially when you had something to do with the people who are backing that Shakan idiot. Wish you had told me sooner. There's nothing I can do about that now. There's one thing I want you to believe. We left Solaris on our own will and for our own reasons. Now they've appeared before us, and we can't just sit back and do nothing. If need be, I will give my life to stop them. Alright, I understand. Can you elaborate a little more? Pick my exposition. Where is Solaris? I'm assuming in space, but maybe it's not in space this time. What bugs me is this surface dwellers thing. It's as if Solaris is in another location, like up in the clouds or something. Yes, well... Etrank, the capital of Solaris Empire, is located in the skies above. Solaris is separated from the land by dimensional distortion fields known as gates. Passing between the two requires special means of transportation, such as an airship. To get to Ave, we stowed away on a regular flight to the surface. I came much later than Sigurd did, but I also escaped in the same way. What are lambs, then? That is the word Solarians used to indicate those who live on Earth. As I've said before, such surface dwellers or Earth dwellers are used for manual labor there. Manual labor could be anything from soldiers to administrative jobs. Soldiers gather its workforce from the dwellers. Jobs are divvied up by who is most suitable. Sometimes people are brainwashed. Brainwashed? When you, young master, were still an infant, I was used as a test subject. There was probably something they valued inside of me. You too, Doc. No. I was born in the lower city levels. It's not a complete secret. But I guess I am a Solarian. You see, you still need people to run a country. No matter how scientifically advanced you are, you have no support without people. Pure Solarians are rare. They would not even make up a quarter of Avid's total population. So they support their country by stealing surface dwellers. Who is that man? His name is Karn. Karn Ramses. As you know, he's the Gebler commander. Ramses. We call him Connor. In Solaris, there is an official training school called Jugend. He became the commander after leaving there. He's a lower level civilian, the same as me. However, with his amazing abilities, after graduating, he rose through the ranks with unparalleled speed. That man has one idea: to achieve a consolidation of all his colleagues. Even land dwellers, if they have talent, were brought into the army. So you two were picked by Ramses? No, we were not picked by him. We aligned ourselves with him. At that time, we agreed with him. At that time, Ramses was our hope. He had high ideals and wanted to change the system in Solaris. To use test subjects and lower-level citizens, he was truly all that we wished for. A benefactor? Yes. Even I, a test subject, was changed by his ideals. So how was it that you wanted to flee from Solaris? We were placed in key military positions by Ramses. And thanks to that, we came to know the relationship between Solaris and the surface dwellers. The lambs, right? They weren't just using us lambs for slave labor. They also selected some of us, like me, to be used as subjects in experiments to refine their drugs. Drugs that change people's personalities to make them more aggressive and to draw out their latent abilities. They were using us as human guinea pigs to test their psychological alteration drugs. Human guinea pigs? Experimenting on humans? Yes, for example. Drive. That drug and all others like it that are used now are byproducts of human experimentation. However, the role of such experiments among subjects was not limited to just that. This drive drug is something that anyone in the Solaris army can use? And at least anyone in the Gebla forces who is sent to the surface. You're worried about her, huh? I saw some in her room. No. Anyway, using slaves as guinea pigs. How low are these guys? Damn. Why give me ask again? See, now I feel like since they're putting ask again, I feel like that might mean if I ask again, they might give me a different answer. A more complete answer. Or is it just, do I want exposition again through all of them? Nothing? Alright. Then I understand, sure. Think I get most of it. Old Mason. Go reserve the town hall for us. We'll finish talking there. I'm going outside to get some air. Why ain't this been a day? So now we actually are going to go to the town hall. It was not that one, but this one right here. Or no, was this the shop? Nope. At least this looks like the town hall. You probably gotta go find him. How's Kitty Reb? He's fluffy. And he's edging closer and closer to driving me mad. Go to the town hall. You want to have access to Nissan for a while? Ah, gotcha. I had no idea that Sig had such a past. This girl's just walking into me in the cutscene, but alright.
Are you still suspicious of Sigurd?
Well, I mean, it was just so sudden. Kind of expected to hear something different, like that we were childhood rivals or something. That's nothing compared to the story he just told us, is it? She really wants to be part of the conversation.
So hearing his story has you confused, but it was not so simple. There was a time when he was cooperating with one of the Gebla generals. Furthermore, behind Gebla was a country that you had never even heard of.
And what are you picking on me for?
No, I'm not picking on you or blaming anything on you. What I'm saying is this. If you think about how he feels, then you should see why he could not talk about this with you till now. Looking at the activities of Solaris toward other countries up until now, it has never gone beyond simply maintaining their own empire or self-preservation. And, as you have seen, their military power is immense. The Ziggo was probably thinking ahead. First, he was probably concentrating on taking care of problems here on the continent of Ignis. Once things were settled here, it would give him a stronger foundation to deal with Solaris later. Which is a much better plan than rushing straight into war, and he knew he could not win. Quite logically, really.
Sounds like you understand one another pretty well.
Well, it's not like we are nearly acquainted, is it? And we had talked about a lot of things up until we decided to escape from Solaris.
Speaking of that, why did you leave? That Ramses guy was supposed to be a star of hope or something, wasn't he?
Yes, I certainly thought so at first. But then I realized his way of thinking really was not that much of a change from the previous system. Basically, the only difference was whether they stressed people's rank and class or their skill. The words had changed, but it was still no different from what Solaris itself had been doing up until then. He had no intention of bringing everyone a better way of life.
In other words, he's an elitist. I don't think I like him much either. She's like, I know she just really wants to get closer to Faye.
So, Sidon, you think I can beat Gebler?
Why? Are you planning on fighting them?
As long as they're working with Shakan, there's no way around it.
The way things are going, I'm sure we'll have to fight them sooner or later.
I suppose so, but even if we wanted to defeat the Gebler forces here, there is still Solaris to deal with. If we are not careful, it is possible that we may get involved in a longer war than that with Shakan. Do you not agree that continuing the way we have been going is rather hard on everyone?
The moment Faye found out Element Grand Drug, he found someone else.
I think it is time we tried to get help from a greater number of people.
So defeating Shakan's not going to get rid of the likes of Gebler. I know what you're trying to say. To vanquish Gebler, first gain thy throne, right?
You could put it that way.
What do you mean? You could put it that way. But then again, maybe it is time I did something about that. Now what's going on, lady?
It has finally begun. My late father always said, don't mess with greater happiness by being misled by minor sufferings. First, to see our children placed in danger, but if it moves our country in the right direction, then it's in their benefit.
Oh God, no! Oh God, help! What the fuck? Why are you in a game? I did not know you could do this. Will she walk somewhere else, or? Perfection would. Aw. Wait, why does Bart get to float? Is he standing on me, or he's standing on nothing actually right now? Onward! Oh, I can't get on her again. Damn it. Alright, Faye, stop trying to ride the civilians. Let's go. Alright, so now we go to the town hall, right? I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said if we need anything from the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and I got in big trouble. Borrowed? What'd you take? A toy boat. I think that's what it was. I put fireworks in it and let it float on the cathedral lake. I always used to play Navy. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended that the lake was the open sea. And I was the fleet commander. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. First, Kepler is the big problem. Yes, Ramses is headed towards achieving his goals. Fine, I'm gonna be king of the pirates. God damn it. That he is now the commander of Gebla is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through that country's organization. And now he is presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might. First, let's just concentrate on Shakan. Once it's out of the way and Ave is safe again, we can think about how to deal with Gettler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard forces. Problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They'll most likely move at Shakan's request. They're not just gonna sit by and watch quietly. May I have a look there, please? In short, we want Gebler to leave for a while. At least until we are able to take back the royal capital, Ledovik. These are the Gebler units currently in Ave, correct? The Western Guards. The Royal Capital Defense Force. And units along the front line at the border with Kislev. There are 3 main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Ave forces. Only 2 of these are very large. The Royal Capital's defense units and the Kislev border units.
The Western Guard alone along Nissan's border are little more than surveillance teams. In order to recapture the royal capital, it will be necessary to draw the defense units away from Blidovik. We have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards? Here at the border with Nissan. I see. We'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev is invading Ave. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion? To be sure, then, Nissan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they will certainly make a move. You're saying that you intend to use Nissan as bait? Doc? Shagan is very sensitive to Nissan and Kislev actions. If Nissan starts moving, he will probably leave it up to Gebler, but... Of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning. But looking at the situation, we have to be willing to go that far. First, we infiltrate into the capital. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city. We are forgetting one thing. The frontline units along Kislev borders. Pew pew. The main strength of Ave's fleet is the battleship Kefeinzel. Whatever that is. That was my PC, forget that. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said that the ship is near the border. Damn. That puts everything in jeopardy. What the fuck is making that alert sound? Hold up. Like, I'm getting that in sound, but I'm not getting a pop-up or anything. It's like, notice of this. So what the fuck is that? Windows Notification Manager? You give me so much information, and yet it does so little for me. God damn it. Oh well. Do not feel so down. I simply wanted you to see the current distribution of force in the area. Even in the worst case, that they do come, it will not be such a great problem. What do you mean? I have some additional information about Ave's border fleet. The former Ave Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vandakam. Vandakam. You didn't mean the Vandakam that was in Jungend. The very same. Young one? Young one. He has not been able to adapt to the changes in tactics, particularly following the introduction of gears. He's a man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns. He wants to go pew-pew. You mean he's stubborn? He's all size and no real military power. An excellent target for pirates. Young master,
This is not going to be an act of piracy. I mean, if we take one singular thing, it kind of can be. Actually, the number of gears assigned to the fleet seems to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so self-righteous. Is he that much of a musclehead? It'll be fun taunting him. Young master. I know. Anyway, Sitten, do you think he can strike our gear forces? It is not a problem. Or to the problem. Even with Vandacom, we have enough forces left to pull off the fate. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents. It's not piracy if it's won in combat. Then it's for the war, I guess, yeah. Well, now that we know what we're up against, here's what we'll do. Apart from our main unit heading for Bledavik, we must keep the fleet at the Kislev border from returning to the capital. So you're suggesting we have another unit? A few effective soldiers to hold an enemy at bay. A small force is best. Small force. What if Faye leads a group of gears there? Me? The fuck? Hold on now, there's no reason to involve you in all this. I'll do it, fuck it. Yeah, let me do it. When do we leave? You sure? We've come this far. Hey, we're friends now to the end. We're friends to the end now. The speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. Jesus, that's fast. I'm truly grateful. Faye, Sitten. Yeah. There's no way we can lose. No one will die in vain. Well put, young master. Is that a death flag, actually? I'm not sure. Can be. Someone gonna attack? Good morning. What is the long face? Not feeling well? Or are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or maybe you're just nervous. Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me. Well, it's almost time. Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you are through preparing. Alright, so now this is the point of no return area. Bart told me you're helping out with the plan too, so you're caught up on this now as well. I've come this far, might as well stay till the end. Thanks, I know you do a good job. At least someone does. We technically have not healed EP or HP. What are the odds that's gonna bite us in the ass? Does the Welltail just never... Is the Welltail gonna be a punching Gundam? In a world of weapons, we made a big robot just to punch people and not for anything else. At least he's tanky as fuck. Made the puncher. Doesn't mean he can't just like shoot out lasers or something. I don't fucking know. He did it once. Or rocket punch. I mean, Actually, wait. Has there been a rocket punch yet? I want to say there has been. At least once. Yeah, that big the big mech that we found on the desert underneath. That thing had a rocket punch, so why can't we use one as well? Still can't move. There you go. Well. Alright. What could go wrong? Our comrades in Nissan will hit the Western Guard and Kislev uniformed as planned. We'll wait for the right moment, then head for the palace in the Yggdrasil. Got it. But avoid any unnecessary deaths. This especially goes for the Ave troops, and also the people from Gebler. Yes, we understand. I guess I'm going to raise some hell in the Welltail then. Did I buy another doubler? I couldn't. That shit cost 38,000. I think if I sold everything I had on me, I could not reach that. We're counting on you. Next time we meet, I won't be able to call you Bart, your young master. Maybe your majesty. Get it out. Bart's fine. Great mother of Nissan. Hey, you know I hate that title. Well, we're out of here. Okay, good luck. Marguerite and Bartholomew. Seeing you two brings my hopes up. Long ago, before the Fatimas of Ave were called Fatima, the Roy brothers and their wives oversaw the many prosperous regions of Eras. I'm looking forward to the day when the great mother of Nissan sect, you will take your place on the throne as Bartholomew's wife. What? Hey, hold on. I ain't talking about queens and romance. Bart and I are best friends. Marriage is the best friendship. Well, Marguerite, at the rate that you are maturing into a beautiful woman, I don't think Bart will be able to ignore you much longer. Stop it. You're embarrassing me. Alright. Each squad of gears takes off. In order, from here to avoid being picked up. We'll meet at the Rockies by the border tomorrow at 1200. Got it? Okay. The time's finally come. I'm pumped. Though the warship is outdated, you're only going to be a small unit. It's going to be a tough fight, but you could change Ave's future. I'm counting on you. Leave it up to us, young master. We'll bring them Vandacums, tail around and around. Right, son. Don't call me son, because he ain't my pops. Huh? Well, young master, we promise to make something out of this battle. Faye, it's odd for me to say this since I'm the one who got you involved. But be careful, okay? You too. If anything happens to me, take care of Margie and them for me. Don't jinx yourself. It's not like you. But I'll take care of them, don't worry. I took care of my family back at the village. I'll do the same to you guys.
So the will token fly?